What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000, and today I'm bringing you yet another hero preview. Today we're looking at Mercy, and she looks to be a support player's dream. She has heals, she has buffs, she has res. What else could you possibly want in a support hero? But one quick disclaimer before we get started. Keep in mind I have never played this game, I am not in beta, so everything I say here today is just commentary and speculation. Without any further ado, let's get into her abilities. Now, Mercy's first abilities are connected to her staff. Now, this is a page right out of Team Fortress 2, and I don't think anyone will deny that. You lock onto one of your allies, you hold down your left mouse button, and that becomes a heal over time. Now you switch to your right mouse button, lock onto an ally, and it increases the damage your allies do. Now this is a true support player through and through. You are really relying on your team doing all the work. So if you played the medic class in other games, you already know what the status quo is. Your job isn't to get kills, it's to help your team get kills and secure kills. Like I said, if you ever played the medic class out of other FPS shooters, or even if you've played Smite and you've played Aphrodite, this is your character if that's something you like. Now, switching to her next ability, she does have an actual weapon to do damage with. This is a weapon that, just like any other medic class, this is kind of your last resort. You whip this out if somebody's in your face or low life, but this is not going to be your primary weapon. Like I said, your primary focus is making sure your teammates stay healed, doing the max amount of damage, and if an opportunity arises and you can get a kill, you switch to your blaster and you finish them off. Now, Mercy's third ability is called Guardian Angel, and I'm a little torn on this ability because I don't fully understand all the limitations on it. Now, reading word for word from the website, Mercy flies towards a targeted ally, allowing her to reach them quickly and provide assistance in crucial moments. So, to me, reading this word for word, this sounds like you have to have an ally targeted in order to use Guardian Angel to boost towards them or to fly towards them. So it doesn't look like you can just use it randomly to escape combat if you don't have an ally targeted. So to me, that severely diminishes the usefulness of it. Now, it's definitely still useful, and it definitely feeds into her kit of being support. You see an ally, it's basically intervene. Once again, this game is made by Blizzard, so you're gonna see a lot of similarities between this and the World of Warcraft. So this ability is basically intervene in an FPS setting. So just like intervene, you have to have somebody targeted. Reading the text on the ability on the website, it sounds like it's the exact same thing. I kind of feel like in an FPS that limits it. It'd be really cool if there was basically a glorified booster pack where you can kind of jump up on roofs, get a vantage point, escape, etc, etc. But like I said, based off of what we read on the website, it looks like you could only do it when you targeted someone, so this ability is okay in my opinion. And then we switch on to the next ability, her Descent, which once again I'm also confused about. So most of the time these games don't really have fall damage, so trying to slow your descent doesn't make a lot of sense to avoid damage in that respect. And the video doesn't show that you can shoot and fire while you descent. Once again, I would assume that you can fire while descending, so that would make it a pretty cool ability to come down from a roof, descent slowly, and get some shots, you know, death from above style. So if that's the case, it's a pretty decent ability, but if you can't do damage while you're descending, once again, if you can't do damage while you're descending and there's no fall damage, I'm really struggling to see the real usefulness of that ability. So that is her abilities. Let's talk about her ultimate. Now, her ultimate, just like I said before, this game is made by Blizzard if you haven't already picked that up. So this is yet another page right out of the World of Warcraft. Her ultimate flat out is Mass Resurrection. So you walk up to all your teammates dead on the ground, you hit your ultimate, boom, they're back up, full health. Res. Plain and simple. In a game that's 6 versus 6, you'd have to imagine there's going to be a smaller map, and you're going to have to imagine that a lot of the team fights are going to have multiple team members present. So being able to mass res 2-3 people is a win no matter what. You're getting your teammates back with full health. That's fantastic. So my final thoughts on Mercy is this. So before I give you that, I want to kind of point out a contradiction by Blizzard. They mentioned that the roles are not really set in stone. So Mercy is classified as a support. They kind of mentioned that you didn't have to play her as a pure support if you didn't want to. And I can see that in theory. If you were a really good FPS player and you wanted to focus on your blaster ability instead, I mean, you could, but all of her other abilities are not designed to kill people with. So you'd be doing a disservice to your team if you wanted to make her an offensive Mercy. So really, the best way to play Mercy is pure support, being able to heal your teammates, being able to give them damage boosts, because like I said, if you're using your blaster, you're not healing people, you're not giving them extra damage, you're not, you're not doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, you're giving up a slot that could be taken up by a real offensive character. So in my opinion, this character is through and through support. Do not play this character if you don't trust your teammates. This is going to be a fantastic player when you're playing with friends and an organized team. This is going to be a nightmare hero to play when you just queue up by yourself and you have to trust some random guy to secure all the kills for your team. But you know what? If you already play support, you're already used to that. So that's going to wrap it up for Mercy. Once again, don't forget to leave your comments in the section below, and we'll see you next video. Later.